reminded the Choochin team is back in action. Good evening, everybody, from lovely Las Vegas. Not too bad today.
No, it's nice.
100, got up to about 106 when I rolled into town, so it wasn't bad. Anyway, welcome everybody. Let some people cruise into the stream here. Mr. Z, firstest with the bestest, right there. All right, and this is Dee's first stream since the first live stream. How you doing, Julie? Nice to see you. Hey, sweet pineapple. How are you, honey? There we go, Monique.
What's up, Monique?
Monique. How you doing, Dumpster? Nice to see you. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Wait a couple minutes. We'll let things fill up here. We just finished dinner. I've got Mr. Z has made the scene. Mr. Z, there he is. Happy.
Right.
Yeah, we just been having a good time. I had I stopped, of course, to do the video on. I stopped in Halloran Springs to the old high-low gas. Hello, Hot Frog. How are you?
Hey, Bella Rose.
Hey, Bella Rose, the Queen of Buffalo. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Cheryl. Hello,
how you doing, Cheryl?
Rosie and Dee. Sharon, how are you? So excited for you. Love Las Vegas. We just reprised our best in dining down here at the California Hotel.
Yes.
We'll have we have a guest reviewer, Mr. Z, that dined with us tonight. So very excited about that.
Hey, Cheryl.
Yeah. So yeah, we're glad to be together again. And I think this is the first time Dee's been live since down in Florida. So it's good to see him again. How you doing, Jen? Nice to see you, sweetie. Thank you. It's a makeup-free event tonight, so.
Hey, Judith.
Nice to see you. Yes. Nice skull tattoo.
Sweet pineapple. How you doing?
The Detroit Crusher, right there.
Jen, how you doing?
Hey, Ward S, how you doing? Hey, Karina, how are you? Nice to see you. So Dee, for both of us, it's obviously been an eventful summer. We got more stuff coming up here.
Yes.
And you know, we've talked a couple times since Florida on the phone and just try to organize our travels. I'm not brushing aside things that happened in Florida. You did a video. You made your statement about that. Sometimes one of the best things you can do is just move on in life and go back to your roots, which is travels and adventures like me. And I know you're anxious to get on the road.
I am. Very anxious. Next week. Beginning
of this week coming up, we'll be addressing the scooter. How you doing, Rose? Nice to see you. Hey, Andromeda. Hey, East
What's
Dad.
up, East Dad?
How are you? Well, I
thank
mean,
you, Jen.
Hey, Insane Chef. You know, my thought is there is a time to sort of, which we've done the last couple of weeks, and discuss that and mull that over. And as I said, I'm a believer that everybody has to carve out their own personal relationship with people. Would you agree to that? That you've got to be able to have your own your own relationship. And you know, that's not to minimize what happened down in Florida, but it is to say at what point do you turn from what happened and you move forward, because you have to go on with life, I have to go on with life. You know, I've had a lot of text messages and stuff about what's going on in the future. And I've also have a lot, of course, going on with Elvis and potential band rebuild. So why don't you, Dee, just for the people on my channel here, and of course, Dee and I, this is not the first time we've been together, it's not the second time, it's not the third time that we've been together, and it's not the fourth time. We had some pretty epic good times.
Yes, we have.
And I heard what you said about Salt Lake, because your initial visit to Salt Lake City was not the greatest introduction.
No, it really was horrible.
And just remind people how you came into Salt Lake that first time.
I was put into a hotel room by Greyhound. and it was like the worst hotel, the worst part of town you could possibly be in Salt Lake. So you've never been to Salt Lake before, and that's where you go. That's your experience that you get from it. And so your opinions are based on your experiences, and my experience was nothing of anything good.
What actually happened was that the Greyhound terminal happened to be near the worst section of town over there, and they had that, what I call the prison motel, the Astro or whatever it was, where to even go in you had to have it looked like a prison gate.
Yes, it was pretty bad.
It was a terrible experience, I think, to land there, and you could get a really bad idea about a town by just showing up there. So when you went back the second time and you saw the real Salt Lake, the rest of it, good experience. And I will remind you guys that he bailed my ass out with a $7 water there, and we were Choochin, and it just got so dry and it got so terrible that he ended up having to buy a $7 bottle of water at the highest place down there. So he's done. How you doing, Janet? Yeah, Dee looks a little pale.
Because I haven't been in the sun. I was stuck in Michigan with the humidity and everything else, and then Florida with the humidity, and then
you and me both,
just
brother.
like this summer, no sun. I got all my sun when I was here in the spring, and then I left, and it got white.
We were laughing about sleeping in the van with no AC in Michigan, and all up in Chicago and Milwaukee. That was a unique experience. So putting some final closure on Florida. Of course, this is the boy. Things never really close. But
right.
What did you, in wrapping that up, do you have any final thoughts? I thought you did a pretty good video when you came out and did your 4-minute video about stuff. So
yeah, I mean, I apologize. I really do feel horrible for everything that's happened. There's not much else I really can do. I acknowledge what I did was wrong, and to the way to more of an extreme is not who I am as a person. It made me really embarrassed, to be honest, that I could act like that. So
I think it shocks the people too, because
yeah,
with me, they had seen, and this is no reflection for what happened in the house. Okay, and I'm not throwing shade, but I'm just saying when you mix alcohol together and all that, and shit can get out of hand. And I think we saw that case down in Florida.
Yeah.
On the positive side, I've spent a lot of time with Dee. We drove from Las Vegas to Salt Lake to Kearney to Omaha to Battle Creek. I mean, that was a hell of a journey.
Yeah, it was.
We took there. Hey, Bully, and then we ended up
in very tight quarters for a long time.
We have existed in hostels together and all kinds. There's not, so we do have that commonality of interest that we're both kind of low riders in the sense that we like to experience life. What would you say, at street level or something like that, as opposed to like Bellagio and stuff like that. So so putting that past now, any final wrap-up thoughts on that you want to express? This is really your first stream. We will be Choochin afterward.
I just feel horrible about it, and I hope that this passes soon, because the reminder is something most embarrassing that I've done in a long, long time. Constantly being reminded about it everywhere I go. It's being talked about. It really brings light to how many people I've impacted. So even just the people who had to watch that, who were stuck in the middle of it, I apologize to them as well. I mean,
thank you.
It was horrible. I just want to move on from it, and I realize what I've done. There's not much else I can do. I apologize. I'm not going to make birds or anything off, and I'm just going to.
And I think lessons learned.
Yeah.
That's the critical thing to take away as a result of that, and the way you have changed up and the things that you decided to do a bit different, and the things that we talked about on the phone. Now, tell them about what's going on with your scooter. I got plans coming up.
I bought a rear clutch, bought a belt, because when you take the clutch off, you might as well change your belt in there. Even though the belt that's in there is not bad, it's actually a decent belt. We use it as a spare now. And I bought a new bag tire. I got a really, really nice, expensive tire for a really good deal. So Had a mechanic come out there and look at it because it needs an air impact wrench to take off everything. And I don't have that, obviously. I'm on a scooter. So I had a mechanic come out there, and he realized what I was talking about, and so he told me bring it in tomorrow morning. He'll put the rear clutch on, the belt, and the tire. But I got to get a front clutch now, another $50. The rear clutch was $95. Now I got to spend $50 for the front clutch.
And just for the record, you have been working.
Yes, I have been working. That's where I come up with the money for all this stuff. I worked for a whole month remodeling a kitchen for Vegas Vixen's mother, and when I got here, I started working, doing some trim work for some people in rental houses and stuff. So, yeah, I'm working. I need that so I can get to work in other companies as well, so I can keep working and making money and continue my travels.
Oh, you've expressed to me that you wish to continue growing your YouTube channel. Obviously, you've made a splash here on Boyd beyond what we ever expected in the beginning.
Yeah.
I thought it was a very positive start that you had as an introduction. Things got off track. And now it's a question where, people will likely judge you and me from what goes, and it's a fact of life in Boyd, what happens now going forward. So you want to lay out some of your travel plans here?
Saturday I plan on leaving. I'm leaving Vegas Saturday. I'm going to go to Yosemite National Park and sit there for a little bit. And then we have a streaming house down in San Diego that I absolutely have to attend to. I got to go to the streaming house in San Diego.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that, but we're going to also probably switch it up a little bit on Saturday and Sunday coming up. I was originally going to go back to the Rancho on Saturday. Now we're laying some secondary plans. One thing I'm concerned about, and I really worry about, is he's going to be on a scooter going to Yosemite, and we're going to be going up, when I told him I'm going up to Reno on Saturday, he said, well, I'm going up 95, I need to go up 95 anyway. And I said, why don't we go up to Reno, and it'll give you a chance to test out the scooter. It'll also give you backup in case something goes bad. I'm not going to minimize the heat in the deserts here. It's fierce.
Oh, yeah. It gets up to like 110, 115 during the day. It's pretty brutal.
And the road temperature is higher than that.
Ambient air temperature is hotter with the sun.
Yeah. And I'm going to be in the sun.
So I kind of think that maybe it would be in his best interest if I kind of, if he rode with me up to Reno, because it's not going to take this thing on interstate.
Right. You say scooter that far, not smart. I rode a scooter from Detroit all the way down to Texas, then over to Arizona, then up here to Las Vegas. It was a 49cc scooter. This one I have now.
Says you could ride on his bike.
His bike. Vogue.
The one I have now is a 250, so it goes 75 on the freeway.
Yeah, so I get them from Vogue Wigs, but I think it kind of makes sense because there's two ways I can go back home. One way is back over Bakersfield and up I-5, and the other way is go up 95 through the mount on the eastern side of the Sierras. We can stop at the town of Goldfield, which is a really traditional Old West town. How you doing, Jack Hay? An Old West town, bring some content there, go to Reno, and honestly in summertime, it is safer to have somebody like Dee with you when you walk the streets of Reno in summertime, because let's face it, he's never been there. It's a much more of a challenging environment in the streets, and I think it would also be nice to have somebody of his stature there to be along, because he's pretty good at keeping shit calm on the streets and things like that. And sometimes my mouth gets my mouth overruns things. We're glad you got there safe. Yeah, it was a nice journey. I hope you enjoyed the video of the the abandoned high-low gas station in Halloran Springs out there, about 100 miles out of town. Now, beyond when I go Reno and we're finished there, I'm going to be making a left-hand turn over the Sierras and back to Santa Rosa, you're going to be making a right-hand turn, and you're going to be going to Yosemite.
Yep.
And what?
Taking the back way in.
Yeah, taking it. Now, what's beyond? What's beyond? Look beyond Yosemite now. And tell me.
What's beyond Yosemite?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to. I was going to go down to San Diego.
Yeah, he's certainly been invited to come down. He expressed an interest in the Pacific Coast Highway and doing that kind of journey. And, you know, you want to talk about the van or anything like that?
Well, I got somebody here in Vegas that's looking for a van for me already, so I can get a van. And like I told him, mechanics don't really mean nothing. The inside I don't care because I'm tearing out the inside and building my own little, you know, space the way I want it anyways. So thank you forever, friend. So I got somebody looking out for, you know, a nice cheap van that, you know, I could probably do a little bit of work on and move on with the van.
You see, the van
great.
The van has the advantage of you can live a lower stealth profile. You can get into urban areas easier. You're not going to pitch a tent on Main Street in Reno and stuff like that. So it becomes a little difficult. But if you have a van, ADF, if you have a van, then you really join a van dwelling community, and you don't really have to worry so much about bringing your shelter with you. So I think that's an advantage. So
gives me a second vehicle too. If one of them, something happens to one of them, I'll have my scooter on the rack in the back. So if something happens to the scooter while I'm going back and forth to work in the town, then I got my van to go back and forth. Something happens to the van, I got the scooter to go ahead and get the parts for.
Yeah, I think I agree forever, man. A van is much better. It fits more with the life of the nomad lifestyle to have a van. And I think even a minivan can be had for a decent price. You're a tall guy, so you have to have considerations of being able to considerations to be able to sleep and all that. That's something very important. How you doing, Tom Finland? Nice to see you. I have a baby channel.
Hey, Finland.
He's dad. I have a baby channel, dude. Baby what? Huh? So, I think beyond that, I think it might coincide with Elvis being down in San Diego, and you've said that you're perfectly willing to take a fresh start with Marshall and more than meet him halfway. And,
well, as long as he's decent, I'm decent, you know? I don't have a problem with him right now. He did his jabs, I gave my jabs back, it's over with, it's done.
Yeah, so I think one of his, good evening. One of Dee's good attributes, I think, is to be able to, you know, mold himself to the situation and put the past behind when you meet people and stuff. And I think that's a good thing. Yeah, we're happy to be Choochin. There's some work to be done. Hey, Shannon. There's definitely some work to be done. If anybody has any questions or anything while we're doing the stream here, I think he'll be firing up his stream a little bit. It's not going to be a super late.
First time back on.
Yeah, first time back on. So we both appreciate the support. And I will be on the Rosie Murphy channel. I've got that all set with all the bells and whistles. It has been remonetized again, thanks to YouTube. And it should be a lot of fun. Tonight will probably be Fremont Street. I've got to understand if there's a legitimate threat out there for me. I don't think you saw the morning video.
No,
today,
I did not.
But, you know, I've received a little bit of, well, I'm not going to candy coat it. You know, somebody's claimed that they're going to be on East Fremont Street tonight and kind of daring me to go down there this evening. So I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm just gonna put myself right in the jaws of the lion. Just see what the hell happens. I can't live my life scared.
No, I'll talk about that after this. Hey, what's up, Cooper?
Yeah, what's up, Coop? How you doing? So I'm looking forward to Fremont Street's a great Choochin Avenue to go out the east side.
Thank you, Cooper.
Here. It runs past the abandoned hotels down there. It runs past the Dragon Motel where our friends are. It also runs out to the infamous Wall of Shame where we've had some of our great pop-up parties. Well, I'm not one to run away. Hey, Cobra John, I'm not one to run away from. If it's going to happen, we'll put it on your schedule out there, okay? We'll put it on your timeline. That's all I'm saying. If you want something to happen down there, hey, okay, we'll let it happen on your timeline. If it doesn't happen, well, that kind of speaks for itself. So I can't live my life being blocked off from places to go. There've been fun places that we have gone before. So just make sure you're on DeeDubs Travels and also on the Rosie Murphy channel tonight. We'll be Choochin there. Let's see. I didn't catch who. I'm not going to put a name. You know, most of the threats come in with generic names like Dark Warrior, Masked Avenger, the Angel of Justice. If you look up any of those channels, those three in particular, I can take care of my own. And I think you got my pepper spray back.
Yep, I do have your pepper spray.
He's been holding that for two months while
And I haven't used it.
So I'm just saying, I would rather get out there and just face it right off the bat and just do what we always do. And if you're that hard stuck into the situation, if you're that invested in what occurred, well, there it is. So does anybody have any questions, anything? Yeah, I'm saying, you know, evidently something's supposed to happen down on East Fremont Street tonight. I'll be damned if I'm going to reroute my plans because of some threat or something like that somebody has. I'd rather face it head on, have a chance to maybe encounter the person and kind of change their mind or something about something.
Well,
Most times you got to realize that threats on YouTube or people just want to get mobbed. Why did you flip out today? Why can't Jen have someone? Jen can have someone. Jen can have someone. Now, well, you didn't listen to the Chooch then, pretending you're not having a physical relationship. We've never
What?
We've never had a physical relationship. When I saw him today for the first time in almost a month and a half, we just high-fived. That was it. Okay. As far as Missy Jenn is concerned, Jen runs her own ship. And when people put out baseless rumors and things like that as if it's fact, and if you had really listened to the whole hangout, you would have said Missy Jenn is a free agent. She can do what she wants to do. Okay. But it shocked Jen and it saddened her the stuff that people put out there. But at the end of the day, she knows that it's the boy, and stuff like that happens all the time. If you want to address, we get the constant rumors about a physical relationship and that kind of stuff, okay? Anything you want to add to that?
Nope.
That's it. I mean, it's just like we're both into the ladies, so that's it. Hey, Rosie, hope you're doing good. Hope everyone in here is doing great. Yeah, thank you, Ghost. Thank you very much. How you doing, Oda May?
Hey, Oda May.
What's going on? People need to leave Sweet Jen alone. She doesn't bother me. That's what I'm saying. She does her own thing, and whatever Jen does in the future, I'm 100% supportive of whatever decision that she makes. And let's not just throw junk rumors out there just as talking points and things. Who and what Missy Jenn does, that's what I'm saying. I support whatever she does. Our relationship is like sisters. Jen loves me and I love Jen. I always have Jen's back. She comes first in terms of her health. And the weather is hot, but it's okay once that sun goes down.
Feels great right now.
It feels great. It was about 107, about 100, topped out at 108 degrees when I was coming in. Yeah, I think, hey Mark, how you
Jeffrey.
doing? Hey Jeffrey. Yeah, that really came out of the blue and it really hurt her that accusation was made. And of course it was brushed over and not even mentioned in the other chats today, but that's the nature of boys, So, it's almost 4H. it's going to get hotter. I think it's going to get up to 108, 110 on this week.
Yeah, well, it's kind of nice. Like right now, it is. It doesn't say. 98.
98 right now, which
Thursday is supposed to be 110.
110 Thursday, 109, 109. So
Yeah. Today was the coldest day.
so to speak.
Yeah.
But as you guys know, I'm so used to the heat. I did 40 nights in the van with no AC in Michigan and everywhere around there. Detroit, Chicago, all that. So I'm pretty well. I can cope with the heat pretty well. Be over 100 in my area. LA in the next few days. So I'll tell you, I'm just so burned on the heat. It doesn't even matter.
I like this heat better than Michigan heat.
Well, the humidity was what was
so
really
high, I couldn't breathe.
I did get some pool time today. I sure did. First thing I texted Dee. I said I'm in town. You can meet me at the pool.
That's what I did.
And that's exactly what they did. And Dee changed into his swim trunks and his shirt. And I said, you know what? It's dinner time.
Yeah, actually. Said hurry up, change back.
I said, you got time to take one dip? He's like, nah, I don't need it. You know, he's one of those guys that looks at pools and he actually envisions germs and shit floating around in her. If that's the worst they say about Missy Jenn, she should be thankful. As for DeeDubs, the way he looks shows that he's feelings for you. Other women can tell. Friendship feelings, yes. Good time feelings. I mean, we're like very good friends. I mean, it's got nothing to do with, sexuality. We've shared hotel rooms before. We've shared hostels before. And, no, I just think it's a good friend.
Yeah.
You know what it is. You know, and he can also relate to me being transgender, having been raised in that type of family. And I will say Diane is an amazing person. Having spent time with her in Michigan, there's no doubt that she's an awesome person.
Right.
And I think that makes Dee a lot more, hey, how you doing, Jen?
Hey, Missy Jenn.
That makes Dee a lot more aware of things and about what it is to be transgender and things like that. Nice room, no stinky feet. Not much money too.
Hey, Jen.
There, Mr. Z. Yes, you getting hitched? No, we're not getting hitched. Huh? Don't let the trolls. Yeah. Missy Jenn's pretty strong, but you can imagine though, waking up and your text messages are blowing up with, oh, you got a boyfriend in the neighborhood and all that. She's like, what? I do. Rosie saw you really at the abandoned place, but it would have been something if you had got stuck in that rusty old sliding thing. What you had? Oh, what would I have told the 911 operator if I was stuck in that? Yeah, it was a weird. You haven't seen the video yet. An abandoned gas station restaurant out on coming into Vegas on the I-15 or whatever, coming into town up there. So, is Mr. Z married? I cannot disclose that information. Okay, Mr. Z is a man of mystery. Let's just say he lives in Las Vegas. Yeah, Missy Jenn has group parties here. Sarah says, yeah, you only live lives once. Yeah, she's a nice gal too, Missy Jenn. She's very sweet, and we have a very good relationship. So, let's see. Yeah, the void cannot faze me. Well, that's good. It fazed me. It upset the hell out of me this morning. Well, no, George comes first, though. Man when you have a dog. That's right. Please ask me to your next orgy. There you go. Pardon me, but who is Diane? That's, you want to explain who Diane?
That's Diane's my biological father.
Trans.
But transgendered into a female.
And what makes it really cool is that she was early wave trans.
Yeah, 95.
You talk about a person,
1995.
1995. You talk about a person that broke the ice and took the hits to, working for a major corporation and things, and having to go in and announce that, and So I give maximum props for having grown up in that road. Thank you very much,
Hey,
Sean. Nice to see you. Kevin Chambers, how are you? Nice to see you. How you doing, Darlene? Nice to see you. If you have any questions here, now's a good time to ask them, okay? Because I would really like to. It's not my place to clear anything, and that's a tip of the hat to Mallory. It's not my place to clear anything. I'm just a third party, but I like to think that going forward, I care very much about the friendly relationship we have and the adventures that we're going to have too. So we'll be Choochin in I guess in about an hour or so. We heading out for a
Almost
bit.
had it.
Yeah, the Bruno. Well, this is a non-monetized channel anyway, the Rosie O'Kelly channel. So the Rosie Murphy channel is remonetized again. So worst, you might get a non-playback or something like that. So, let's see. What are your thoughts? Well, let me ask this. What are your thoughts on the streaming house concept, and what do you think makes a good streaming house arrangement? I think that's a good question.
Well, I like the concept. I think what makes it successful is people who have seen or know each other, or at least met each other once, so they know what they're getting into. What
Forever
makes it
friends said no
successful-
alcohol.
Yeah, no alcohol. What makes it successful though is I think that if you have cameras in all the common areas on one channel, it make it the most successful. Kind of like a almost like a Streamlabs type thing, or StreamYards.
Yeah, I think that would be the thing. So you pick
One channel and do it
pick
with
one channel and do it, because that way you avoid some of the competitive undertones that may occur.
Not only that, you know where all the cameras are. Everybody knows who's on, who's not, because the cameras are there. There's no special camera setting up that looks like it's just a computer sitting there.
Yeah, I think avoiding a competitive aspect of it, because let's face it, I know me, I know Dee.
Check, he goes at the door, yes.
Yeah,
Nobody's
Mallory,
gonna be a star.
and we're out here in the public eye in a major way. Not because we need to be, because we want to be. And we do care about the way people feel about us on YouTube, and the way that people feel about, whether we keep our egos in check and things like that. I think that's a very critical aspect of it. If you remove a lot of, I'm not sure if we're going to do room 20. We'll see what's going on. But for me, remove a little bit of that competitive atmosphere, not spoken, but the undertone of things. And then the person that's hosting it would, divide up all the money at the end to everybody that was it. Everybody would get the same, for all donations and everybody would get the same amount of money. That way everybody's pulling on the same. It's like a crew team rowing.
Right.
Everybody's pulling on the oars together.
I like the Big Brother idea as well, eliminations. And I think that would be a good one too. Eliminations through competitions though, and not through votes, because then everybody's just going to have their favorite at the end.
Well,
and I think a competition is the best way to, I'm saying physical competitions,
Yeah. Or mental competitions.
Right, or mental competitions. But
You being mental.
yeah.
For me, that just seems like an ideal way. That way, everybody works together on Big Brother. That's a different concept. A general streaming house concept is to get everybody together. You got the text-to-speech going, and firing in messages and stuff like that on the loudspeak. You know, everybody hears it around the clock. You know,
Right.
It makes it fun. They're interrupting your sleep and all that.
Wake up, fuckers.
Yeah, wake up, not sleepy time. Yet that makes it a lot of fun. Okay, but then you put it in, then you combine that with having one general pot with people. Everybody's equal on that because everybody's talents are being contributed to that.
Right.
Now, as far as the Big Brother concept, you got to be careful about audience voting. You know, like somebody like Elvis would probably be gone in the first
round or
yeah,
two.
first round. Hey McFly, how you doing? I made it safely. Yeah. It's like, so you got to set up things to kind of avoid that. So hey coach, how you doing? Yeah, the A team is back together. I'm always big on reading the side chat. Anybody here, obviously you're new, but I'm saying I always take great pride in interacting with the side chat. Let's see. I think people that'll be here, have been here for a while, will give you a bit of a different opinion on that. Favorite choochers? Yeah, well, there'll be some. Your guys' vote has to count for something. The question is, how much of a vote should it be? You know, what kind of prize should it be? A winner-take-all, or should it be? You know,
Well, if you do the elimination, then
Thank
yeah,
you,
winner
Amy.
takes all.
yeah, winner takes all.
If you do just the regular, stream house, then everybody gets a piece of the pie.
Yeah, so it's all good. We have a lot of possibilities for doing things. I'm happy he's working. Okay. What motivates people to work is you got an idea in your head of what you want to, I don't want to say graduate to, but what you want to complement your travels with,
Yeah.
which is a van. And if you have a van, you can put a rack on the back, you can rack your bike around, and you really have the best of both worlds. But unless you have a vision in your head of what you want to achieve, and you're not likely to be motivated to go out and get off your can and do something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Spanky, maybe the person that gets the most donation on her test gets to stay. Yeah, I don't know. Then you're introducing that big competitive aspect again that I think went a long way towards. I used to have a pickup truck. I miss it, but I hate the miles per gallon drive for every day for work. Yeah, pickup trucks use a lot of gas.
No competition. Well, I mean, if there's like
Don't-
friendly competitions.
Yeah,
then-
there's a streaming house and then there's a Big Brother house.
Right.
They're two different concepts.
Yeah. With the Big Brother house, you kind of want to do the little competition, because that's all about mind over other people's minds and playing with other people's
Yeah, I think it's
Head games.
emotions and head games and things like that. So it is a competition, but the other streaming house is not a competition. That's just everybody getting together, having a good time, and sharing an experience.
Imagine that. You're firing messages, the stream's running constantly. You're firing into messages and everybody's having a good time. The loudspeakers are loud in the house. You know, you will hear them. You will have interrupted sleep. You know,
Right.
Ba, 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 and all that. But at the end of it, because everybody contributed their own talents to it, you no problem. You divvy up the money and you go your separate ways. IRC Bully, I know, I saw your Glock, IRC Bully. You came up with me in the parking lot in Milwaukee with a bandana on. I never met the guy. I was scared to leave it.
I prefer to keep mine concealed.
Yeah,
People
well,
don't
his was
see it.
concealed. Big Brother. Oh, okay, there you go, Diane. Yeah, save your money. You guys make a sweet couple. Thank you. Hey, Dee, how are you? Dee, just me. Nice to see you. Good evening, Joey D. Nice to see you. Thanks for being in the stream tonight. We're just having one stream to kind of set the stage and
Yep.
from looking to the past.
Breaking the ice.
Yeah, breaking the ice and looking toward the future here. Some feelings will be heard. It's just the way it is. Oh, somebody's feelings will be heard. Let's let's see. Is DeeDubs to do a review of the bunny ranch? There we go. We may do the Red Rooster
Yeah,
this week. We're
yeah.
not adverse to partaking in some adult entertainment out
I don't
here.
mind the green door at all.
At least the hot tub.
I like the green door.
Yeah, the green door. So how you doing, Sun Dancer? So there'll be some.
Thank you, forever friend.
Yeah. And I think I won't be able to video it, but we're trying to get arranged to a big pool party, topless pool party thing for Wednesday, which is supposed to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, hottest
here
day,
too.
might as well.
Yeah, the
Get a couple
hottest
Long
day.
Islands and dip into the pool.
It takes a lot to get him into a pool, let me tell you. He can see germs that other people see, you know. You can see him, can't you, with your X-ray vision?
Yeah.
Let's see, that puzzled me. If there was even a possibility of yucky hot tubs, it's the green door, dude.
Yeah, but once you get a little lit,
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
there's incentive to get in that hot tub.
Yeah, there's Deb D. How you doing, Deb
Oh,
D?
thanks, Deb D.
Pam said, don't worry about boy traffic. Play the slots. I did. Tell him what I did today.
You put $20 in and got 76.
There we go. That's pretty good, I would say. And what did I do after that? Walked away.
Walked away, cashed it out, walked away.
I take $20 a day and I stick it in the machine. And if I win, I take what I get and I go. If it's a big enough, if I double my money, which I did here, then I leave. That's it for the day. That's it for the day. Yeah, woohoo. So, let's see. Hot tub is a germ stew.
It is. That's why it takes me a lot to get into
But
those
after
places.
he has a few Long Islands and
Well, there's that doctor there that was trying to explain things to me too. Like, come on in, just get in here, man. It's not as bad as you think it is. Here's some statistics. I'm like, all right.
Why does my penis itch now?
yeah, it's like, oh boy. Rosie, one big, a couple. Yeah, well, the last trip, we just laughed. I'm not going to disclose the name, but it wasn't melted, but the curse of.
Yeah, yes.
So I couldn't hit the back of a barn. So
That was a curse for real.
That was a curse. Usually I win, but I am on here. That trip was a disaster. I think I lost $80 or maybe $100 on that trip gambling away. Let's see, how many strawberry shortcake? Homemade strawberry shortcake. Okay, boss, good deal. Hey, how you doing?
What's up, Wolverine?
In-house fighting. There we go. And if you haven't seen the fishing video, make sure to check it out. Okay. The FBI are coming to get me. How you doing, Glinda? Nice to see you. Maybe you will. Well, I've already won back.
Got a head start.
I got a great head start tonight. Yeah, I got a great head start tonight. And like I said, I don't stick around if I win. Then I just, if I like double my money.
Even if you lose, you don't stick around.
I don't stick around either.
Period.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about San Diego a little bit, okay? Maybe not a streaming house. The difficulty you're going to run into is San Diego's an expensive city.
Yes.
Okay? And even in September, it's still the high season for rentals down there. So, you got to try to cobble something together for that. Otherwise, we're just living on the fly down there. That's why I think it's critical that Dee have a man or something like that, so he has a fighting chance of being able to enjoy. I don't think you've ever been to San Diego.
Nope, never.
Beautiful people, beautiful beach scene, good setting for, like a general
It's the only
streaming
Southern
house.
California town I like.
Yeah, it's the only one I really like.
I like
too.
Salt Sea. I thought Salt Sea was real beautiful.
I haven't been out that way.
No?
Slabs and stuff. So.
And Slab City, I like Slab City. Hey, Monique.
Monique. Slamside Chatters. Yeah, the Coronado's a beautiful hotel down there. So, you know, it's hard to cobble something together. You look at Airbnbs, you know, you think about 3 people being stuffed into a room in somebody's
Sleep
house.
on the beach. Sleep on the beach.
Yeah, sleep on the beach and then that beach. Yeah, stream house at the Rancho. That'll probably happen anyway.
That'd be fun.
You know,
that would be really
I
fun.
mean, I think he's, hey, how you doing, Andrea? It says, hey, Rosie D, Mr. X, are you in a mall? We're actually in a courtyard of a hotel down here. And there's a lot of gaming things here. There's, what are they doing? Ping pong and stuff like that.
The scooter, it runs.
I think he wanted to come up to the Rancho and spend some time.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I want to meet Missy Jenn so bad. She's such a sweet lady, you know.
Yeah, ping pong. Have your personal opinions, beefs? Oh, leave your personal opinions, beefs. Yeah, it's a fun background here.
Yeah.
You can see here, life is
beautiful.
beautiful. Back there.
Oh, I thought he was trying to show me.
That's me, baby. That's me. Hey, life is beautiful. So yeah, the music's okay. So any questions? Maybe it's cheap to rent out a few nights in the Studio City hotel. Nah, I don't think so. It's pretty expensive down there. So that's the problem. So start up a panorama. What do you think about that, Smooth? You gonna come down and join us in San Diego, Smooth? Yeah, D would do well on the Rancho. Well, D would do some work. You know?
I don't have a problem with that.
I mean,
Last time I was in San Francisco, I was looking for work.
Jen could be your supervisor.
Got some work. Yeah.
Punch your card.
Yeah. I don't think that this is not a lazy person. Can you tell me what kind of battery pack you use? Again, I lost my notes on it. It's called an iMuto. I-M-U-T-O. I-M-U-T-O. Cobra John, it's not set up on this channel. This is only for PayPal on here, not Streamlabs. Rosie Murphy will be for everything.
Who's with us? Mr. Z.
Super Chat, and for Super Chat and PayPal, it'll all work on that channel. No, he's not a lazy person. Let's see, fired up. Oh, love to see D at the Rancho. Oh man, huh?
Barbecue fired up and naked.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we're doing the hostile thing. Can you share with us what the cops told you about these criminals? Yeah, cool, or all we have to tell them? I don't have any. Cops never told me anything. I've never had any discussion with the cops about anything with D.
You already know it, though. You know everything there is to know about me.
I mean, I've never. You ever seen the cop talk to me about I'm going. Let's see. He can help with that sprinkler. I need to change out all the sprinkler heads on there. Just don't track mud on Missy Jenn. Yeah. Well, D's not a slob, you know. He's not a slob. We got to get Smooth to the Rancho, huh, Mr. X? The mysterious Mr. X. Don't let me lose my keys, damn, because you know the problem is, I just picked up my new key at the dealer, and guess what they told me? You need to make an appointment to come back and have it programmed in to the car. So I only have one key now until I get back home and pay another $113 so they can do that. Is D going to live also? Yeah, he'll be live too on the Choochin. Yeah. Some people just don't know how to remember that. I could see Missy Jenn taking a rolled up newspaper to Elvis. Yeah. Yeah, the iMuto 30,000 milliamp hours, wonderful. I forgot my charger cords. I got to pick up another charger here. Video, you did a video. Missy Jenn had switch after Rosie. Yeah, wasn't that funny, that one? So really not bad. Chicago's okay. I feel like I know Chicago pretty well. I feel like I know Detroit well now. I feel like I know Milwaukee. Will you keep your? I always keep my chooches up. Let's see. O'Kelly and D-Dub, tag team back again. Crack 'em all, boys. Let the fun party begin. Yeah, I think we'll have a beer. D, are you doing another house stream?
I'll do it with you.
Yeah. I mean, it just, I think
It all depends
on
on
the
who's
mix.
putting it on, who's
coming.
Yeah, it depends on the mix of people. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, that's a big combination.
It's gonna show up unannounced.
That's a big.
Just
That's
had
a
that
big-
crazy dag down for knives. I did tell you I do have a knife on me. I always carry one.
I'm doing good, Barbie. The beautiful
Hey,
Barbie
Barbie.
Pena in the house. Barbie, nice to see you, honey. So, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, please, no, none. Did you pack up your jackery yet? Did you pick up your jackery yet?
I don't know.
Yeah, so if you have any other questions, kiss you or me, huh? Thumbs up as soon as I enter. Thank you very much. Tara's a doll. We hope to see Tara. You've never met Tara before, down in San Diego, down there. She's really sweet.
Yeah, I've seen Tara.
She's nice. And I'm sure I'd like to see Johnny Watt. Lives around the San Diego area.
Oh, really?
Yep. She lives down there.
Jackery is a power solar inverter.
Oh, the big unit. No, I haven't bought that. Nope. I haven't bought that yet. What time is it here? What time is it?
822.
8:22. So I'm going to go about 10 more minutes, and then we're going to close down the stream and get ready for Choochin.
Woo!
Yeah, I just can't do it. It's Diane. A hotel doesn't really lend itself to a streaming house, so you really need to have like a whole house. Straight out of Dungeon, Silence of the Lambs. I'm ready. Let's go. Will DeeDubs be making? Hey Sig, how you
Fish
doing? Will
sticks
DeeDubs be
tonight.
making fish sticks tonight?
No,
Fish
we had
sticks.
prime rib.
Be a gay fish? You like fish sticks?
Oh, I hope not, Barbie.
I like fish
Barbie,
fingers.
I looked at your Instagram, honey. I had a dream about you. Oh, you got a deal on your room. I did. I got a great deal. The Chooch will be on the Rosie Murphy channel for me, and it'll be on DeeDubs Travels tonight too. This is kind of my B channel. How long would the Rosie Big Sister house be? Maybe like 3 days, something like that. 3 or 4 days, something like that. Yeah, I didn't really get the fish stick comments because I don't know.
I'll fill you in on that after.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
No hot dogs yet. As soon as he found out there was pork in them, that was kind of the end of the line.
Pork dogs.
Ace says, "Hey D, how's Mallory?"
I have no idea.
Fabulous.
I guess your last communication, you put in the message to her and you put your apology in.
That was the last time I spoke to Mallory.
Yeah. Beyond that, I mean, I'm not sure what else she could do. You know, I'm not sure what else it's. Anything anybody else wants to add to that. Yeah, we need a body shot. Put a lot of hard work into the meal. Well, I
did.
saw it on Instagram. Looked good.
About to, well, yeah, if you see it on Instagram with the pictures, you can tell that nothing's undercooked. But I'm about to chop that stream all up and start posting it back up and have that as one of the videos.
Up into later. I'm not sure, Otame. They're usually mods. Worst comes to worst, I can always mod my own channel too. Yeah, we've got to move beyond the D and Mallory down there. Like I said, beyond apologizing, it's now been what, 2 weeks or something?
Yeah.
About 2 weeks. It's enough time to say what had to be said and let some silence, just go through a quiet period. And I'm sure you reflected in that
Well, that's
period.
what I was
thought
doing,
of
is
that shit,
going
you know?
back through and trying to figure out what I really want to do with this, and how do I want to continue, if I even want to continue.
So one of our initial discussions was, I'm just, the whole, if this could be the outcome of something, is it worth it to even be on something like YouTube? Well, if you're on that side of the camera, sitting at home or watching on your phone, of course it's great fun to see people interact, to see people meet. Hey, Storylin, on the other side, the creative side, it's not always so cut and dried that it's good. Cops could have been a factor at that house. Any number of things could have happened that night. But
Cobra John.
Cobra John, you're too funny. Yeah, this is not a, everything's going to be on the, or it's all a mess, Cobra John. I think that things will work okay on the, I didn't really start, I'm just doing this on YouTube right now. I'll be doing the Murphy stream on the Streamlabs, so it's my bad. Dee, get your number to me, Andrea says. He's being kind of careful about his number recently, so it's damn digits. Strange therapist said after watching Dee, he has too much empathy. Huh. Therapist said. That should be nice, but if
I will be doing more Patreon videos, Monique.
I'll be fine, Oda trust me. I think Juice will be around, some people will be around to stream money. You take care of yourself, okay? So I'll get it squared away, Cobra John. It's just, I have some things that are automatically come up on the stream. Once I start the Streamlabs side, all stuff will work. So I didn't want this to really be about money or donations. I wanted to just sit with Dee and have a chat here tonight. All right, we're coming up. We got about 3 minutes left to go. We'll see. I'll see Rory, no doubt, here coming up this week. You'll see her. I have a dinner video to put up from tonight. Mr. Z, thank you for coming by this evening. An honor having you. Woo! Yeah, she's nursing a hangover. That's fun. That's fun. Yeah, no hard drinks. Good to see you too. Thank you, Booker. Thank you very much, sweetie. Let's go Choochin. Anyway, I'll be cutting over to Murphy channel. Please be patient with me. That channel's not been monetized for months now, so I've tried to work hard on the Streamlabs stuff. We're just going to hope for the best on there, and we will let the Choochin begin. We're going to do a little pretty tight one tonight. We're not going to do the cemetery one tonight. We're going to need to rest up a bit for that.
Right, yeah.
So we'll be heading out East Fremont Street. I need to see if there's anybody that's, wherever this threat came from. I've got to see if it's credible, so we're going to put ourselves right in the lion's mouth there and see what happens. So, okay. Vegas Vixen is so beautiful. All right, any last questions? Stay hydrated. Yes, we'll have plenty of drink. Hey, Brad, how are you? Brad Rose, the King of Buffalo in the chat. Yeah, these are late nights. There's no doubt. These are late nights in Vegas with our time zone. So, can't be too late though, because I got to get up. What we got to do tomorrow?
I gotta be up at and be in North Vegas by 9 o'clock, so I can get my scooter loaded up onto a truck that I borrowed and taken on down to the mechanic shop and get it fixed.
Beer keeps you hydrated in Vegas. I'll have a beer or two tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, the last 30 seconds here. Any last word you want to add, Dee, to tell people out there?
No. Not that I could think of, other than I hope everybody accepts my genuine apology that what you guys had to see was horrible. And I'm very sorry about that. And that's it.
How you doing? How you doing? Who is that? BC, Icy, Alaska. All right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for being on the Chooch. Thank you, Cobra John. We're Cobra John. And thank you, Mr. Z, the one and only, for sitting in tonight. All right. Thank you, D. And thanks to all you guys for being on the Chooch.
I hope I got mods tonight too.